Welcome to Math Contest Drills for Filipino Kids. In this presentation, let us show the solution to MTOP 2024 elimination round for grade 8 students. This is part 3 of 5 parts, numbers 21 to 30. Let us begin with question number 21. The sum of two numbers is 99. Their difference is 49. Find the smaller number. For our suggested solution, let us use two variables and let x be the larger number and y be the smaller number. So we have x plus y equals 99 be our equation 1 and x minus y equals 49 be our equation 2. Let us use the elimination method for solving systems of equation. Let us subtract equation 1 and equation 2 term-wise. So we have x minus x is 0, y minus negative y is 2y. Then we have 99 minus 49 equals 50. Solving for the value of y, which is our smaller number, we divide both sides of this equation by 2. Then we get y is equal to 25. The smaller number is 25. Question number 22. Point B bisects AC that is equal to 30. If AB equals x plus 2y and BC equals y minus x, find the value of x. For our suggested solution, let us use the definition of a segment bisector. So we have segment AC. We know that this is bisected by point B, and since segment AC is equal to 30, and by the definition of segment bisector, we have AB is congruent to BC. That means AB and BC are segments with equal measures. Again, AC is 30, therefore AB is 15 and BC is also 15 units. Now we have AB is equal to x plus 2y, so we have x plus 2y equals 15. Let this be our equation 1. And BC is equal to y minus x, so we have y minus x equal to 15 also. Let us use again the elimination method for solving these two equations. This time, let us add the two equations term-wise so that we have x plus negative x, that is 0, 2y plus y is 3y, 15 plus 15 is 30. We can get the value of y by dividing both sides of this resulting equation by 3. Then we have y is equal to 10. Now to find the value of x, let us use equation 2. We have y minus x equals 15. So we have from that equation, y is 10, so 10 minus x equals 15. Then 10 minus 15 is equal to x. Also, x is equal to negative 5. 23. Right triangle ABC has legs AB equals 5 and BC equals 12. If BD bisects AC, find the length of BD. For our solution, let us draw right triangle ABC. AB is 5 and BC is equal to 12. So we have AB equal to 5 and BC equal to 12 units. Then we have segment BD that bisects segment AC, which is the hypotenuse in our figure. Since AC is bisected, we have AD congruent to segment CD. Let us find the length of BD. From a theorem, we know that the bisector of the hypotenuse in a right triangle is congruent to the segments of the hypotenuse. Then from that theorem, we have AD is congruent to CD, also congruent to the bisector of the hypotenuse, that is BD. And since AB is 5, BC is 12, this is a right triangle with the Pythagorean triples 5, 12, 13. That means segment AC is equal to 13. And since AC is bisected, we know that AD must be equal to 6.5 units. Therefore, segment BD is also equal to 6.5 units. Number 24. In the diagram, measure of angle GFL is equal to 2x plus 20. So we have angle GFL equal to 2x plus 20. And measure of angle HIL equal to 3x minus 10. HIL is equal to 3x minus 10. If EG is parallel to HJ, we have EG parallel to HJ. What is the measure of angle EFK? We're looking for the measure of angle EFK. All angle measurements are in degrees. For our suggested solution, we will use the solutions to angles formed by parallel lines and a transversal. Since angles GFL and angle HIL are interior and an exterior angle on the opposite sides of the transversal KL, these two angles are supplementary. So we have measure of angle GFL measure of angle GFL plus measure of angle HIL equal to 180 degrees. Substituting the expressions, we have 2x plus 20 plus 3x minus 10 equals 180. Combining similar terms and using the properties of equation APE and SPE, we have 5x, that's 2x plus 3x, equals 170. 20 minus 10 is 10. Then we subtract 10 from both sides. We have 180 minus 10, 170. Now divide both sides of the resulting equation by 5. We get x is equal to 34. Solving for the measure of angle EFK, since angle EFK and angle GFL are vertical angles, then angle EFK is congruent to angle EFK. Hence, the measure of angle EFK is equal to 2x plus 20, and that is 2 times 34 plus 20. 2 times 34 is 68 plus 20, 88 degrees. Number 25. ABCD is an isosceles trapezoid with AD equals BC. If measure of angle BAC equals 28 and measure of angle ABC equals 70, what is the measure of angle ADB? For our suggested solution, let us draw the isosceles trapezoid ABCD. We know that AD equals BC, so we have A, B, C, D. AD is equal to BC. Measure of angle BAC equals 28. So let us draw angle BAC that is equal to 28 degrees. And measure of angle ABC equal to 70 degrees. So we have 70 degrees. What is the measure of angle ADB? Then let us draw angle ADB that is equal to the unknown value. Since this is an isosceles trapezoid, we have AD equal to BC. The diagonals of an isosceles trapezoid are congruent. Also, AB is a side of triangle ABD, also of triangle BAC. Therefore, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC. And from CPCTC, corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. We say that angle ADB is equal to or is congruent to angle BCA. Since angle BAC is 28 and angle ABC is 70, we can get the measure of angle BCA by subtracting sum of these two angles from 180 degrees. The sum of the interior angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. So we have 180 minus 28 minus 70. This is equal to 180 minus 28 is 152. 152 minus 70 is equal to 82 degrees. Hence, the measure of angle ADB is also 82 degrees. Number 26. Indicate if the statement is always, sometimes, or never true. If x plus y is greater than z and y plus z is greater than x, then z plus x is greater than y. For our suggested solution, let us use examples and counterexample on these statements. All these statements are true when x is equal to y and equal to z. Let's say, for example, these three values are equal to 4. So x plus y is greater than z, y plus z is greater than x, and then z plus x is greater than y. Also, when x is equal to 3, y is equal to 4, and z is equal to 5. So we have x plus y is greater than 5. 3 plus 4 is greater than 5. Also, y plus z, that is 4 plus 5, is greater than x, that is 3. Therefore, z plus x, that is 5 plus 3, is greater than 4. Now let us have the counterexample when x is equal to 2, y is equal to 4, and z is equal to 1. So if x plus y is greater than z, that is 2 plus 4 is greater than 1. Also, y plus z is greater than x, that is 4 plus 1 is greater than 2. Therefore, z plus x is greater than y. We have 1 plus 2 is not greater than 4. Hence, this is sometimes true. Number 27. ABCD is a quadrilateral with AB equals 10, BC equals 12, CD equals 8, and DA equals 16. What values could AC have? For our suggested solution, let us draw the quadrilateral ABCD. So we have AB is equal to 10, BC is equal to 12, CD is equal to 8, and DA is equal to 16. What values could AC have? AC is a diagonal of the quadrilateral. ABC is a triangle, and ADC is also a triangle. From triangle ABC, from triangle inequality theorem, we have AC must be greater than BC minus AB, that is 12 minus 10, that is 2, but less than the sum of AB and BC, that is 22. And then from triangle ADC, AC is the third side of the triangle, so we know that AC must be greater than the difference, 16 minus 8, that is equal to 8, but less than the sum, 16 plus 8, that is 24. Then from these two statements, AC must be greater than 8 but less than 22. Number 28. ABCD is an isosceles trapezoid with BC parallel to AD. If measure of angle ACB equals 32 degrees and measure of angle CBA equals 104, which of the five segments shown is the longest? For our suggested solution, let us see the diagram. We know that angle ACB is 32. Also, angle CBA is 104 degrees. The interior angles of a triangle sum up to 180 degrees. So we have angle CAB equal to 180 minus 104 plus 132, that is 136. Therefore, angle CAB is equal to 44 degrees. In a triangle, the side opposite the largest angle is the longest side. Hence, in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, AC is the largest side. Let us look at triangle ADC. Since ABC is equal to 104, it must be the supplement of angle BAD. And since angle BAC is 44 degrees, then angle DAC must be equal to 180 minus 104 minus 44, and that is equal to 32 degrees. Or we say that angle BCA and angle DAC are alternate interior angles when AC is the transversal of parallel lines or parallel segments BC and AD. Also, we have angle ABC congruent to angle DCB because this is an isosceles trapezoid. Hence, angle DCA is equal to 104 minus 32, that is equal to 72 degrees. Now we can get the measure of angle CDA, that is equal to 180 minus 72 minus 36, and that is equal to 180 minus 104, so that is equal to 76 degrees. Hence, in triangle ADC, angle CDA is the largest angle, and opposite that angle is segment AC. Also, in triangle ADC, AC is the largest segment or the longest segment. So, of the five segments shown in the figure, AC is the longest. Number 29. ABC is an equilateral triangle. D is inside ABC such that AD equals DC. If measure of angle DAC equals 26 degrees, find the measure of angle ADB. For our suggested solution, let us draw the equilateral triangle ABC. Then we have point D such that AD is equal to DC. And then angle DAC is 26. Since AD is equal to DC, angle ACD is also 26. That makes angle ADC equal to 180 minus 26 times 2. That is 52. Then angle ADC is 128 degrees. Since this is an equilateral triangle, angle BAD must be 34 degrees, and also angle BCD is 34 degrees. Let us draw segment BD. Since AD is equal to DC, BD must be the bisector of angle CBA. Hence, angle ABD is 30 degrees. So to get the measure of angle ADB, this is equal to 180 minus 34 plus 30, that is 64. Hence, angle ADB is 116 degrees. Number 30. One integer is randomly chosen from 1 to 20. What is the probability that it is divisible by 3 or 4? We're choosing from the integers 1 to 20, hence the sample space has 20 elements. So we have the number or the cardinality of the sample space is equal to 20. Now the event that the number randomly chosen is divisible by 3 or 4, the numbers divisible by 3 or 4 from 1 to 20 are the numbers 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 12, 15 is divisible by 3, 16, 18 is divisible by 3, and 20. So we have n of e, or the cardinality of the event, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is equal to 10. Hence, the probability of the event that the number randomly chosen is divisible by 3 or 4 is 10 over 20, or 1/2. That will be all. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more math contest drills for Filipino Kids videos.